Tēnā koutou katoa, tonight on City News. Family look for help for their brother's life-saving surgery. Historic moment as Te Arawa take possession of treasured taonga. And a shelter for the homeless takes one step closer to reality. Those stories and more coming up in detail tonight on City News. A Rotorua family is pinning their hopes on radical surgery to save their brother from brain cancer. Doctors have said there's nothing they can do for 21-year-old Peter Pomare, but Australian neurosurgeon Charles Teo, dubbed a miracle worker, says he would operate on the tumour. The potentially life-saving surgery will cost $80,000. Peter's sister, Billy Jo Pomare, says fundraising events are being held in Rotorua and Australia, where the former Rotorua student now lives. Billy Jo says dealing with the news has been an emotional rollercoaster.
It's been really crazy. It's emotional. knowing that his baby has just been born. It's been an emotional 6 weeks for our whole family, because you don't get warning about how to deal with this or what to do. And you're right, the trying to raise the $80,000 is huge.
The Pomare family are appealing for help from the public, friends and family. Anyone wanting to find out how they can make a donation or sponsor the family, call 0800 378 372 or 0800 Erewera. Mayor Kevin Winters says the return of important Te Arawa taonga from Te Papa, the Auckland Museum and from the Royal Collection in London is of immense cultural significance for Rotorua and a historic moment in time. Mr Winters says the city's ambitious $20 million community project to extend the museum and to install state-of-the-art equipment paved the way for the return of the treasures. Mr Winters says when the extended museum formally opens in August, the return taonga will be amongst the most important exhibits housed in the new galleries, and they'll be of genuine significance to all New Zealanders. Two Rotorua Boys High School students charged with the death of their friend Bishop Thompson in a jet skiing accident on Lake Okareka will sit a day skippers course as part of their restorative justice program. Taimana Harrison and Ricardo Marker, both 18, appeared in Rotorua District Court yesterday morning. The pair were charged with operating a craft in a manner so as to cause unnecessary danger to person or property. They were jet skiing on Lake Okareka on January the 8th when Thompson was knocked from his jet ski and failed to surface. Justice Callender bailed both boys to appear for sentencing next month. A night shelter for Rotorua's homeless is a step closer to reality, with a detailed proposal being considered by the council. The Rotorua District Council set aside $30,000 in its draft annual plan for next year to part fund a shelter. Night Shelter Trust Chairman Reverend Alex Tawonka presented the Trust's submission to councillors, saying he understood it was not a popular choice, but there were no easy solutions for the problem of homelessness. Reverend Tawonka says that if the $30,000 council contribution is approved, it will only go part way to funding a shelter and other support will be needed.
It's in the draft budget, but the council is yet to decide on whether it will remain in there, so we can't be certain of that. It represents only a proportion of what will be required to run a homeless shelter.
How much is required?
We estimate around $170,000. And that means employing staff and maintaining the facility and all of the costs associated with that. So we are looking for other partners in this project. Support from the council is a very important step in that direction.
Okay.
But other partners will be absolutely necessary.
And we have more on this issue later in the program. In sport tonight, Rotorua Boys High and John Paul College first 15 rugby teams took to the field yesterday to once again compete for the Coca-Cola Cup. It's been gathering dust for 18 years but has been brought out of the trophy cabinet to be played for once again. Boys High coach Gordon Hunt says even though his team won by 71 points, the game was played in good spirit.
The score was 80 points to 9. It was a good result. teams played in really good spirits. There was quite a large crowd at the game. The Rotorua Boys High School First 15 played with good skill and accuracy.
And Boys High take on Wesley College at home on Saturday at 2:45 p.m. Coach Hunt hopes the school can attract a big following because Wesley is expected to bring 6 buses of supporters who have been known to line the pitch, chanting in unison. Now to your weather forecast Rotorua tonight. Rain, some heavy, strong gusty northerlies, overnight a low of 12. Tomorrow Friday, rain easing to showers, southwest change, a high of 17 and a low of 7. Long range through to Saturday, fine, fresh southwesterlies, a high of 15 and a low of 7. Marine forecast for Lake Rotorua tomorrow Friday, northwest 15 knots changing southwest 20 knots in the late afternoon. Rain easing to occasional showers. If you've missed any of tonight's bulletin, you can watch it again by going to tvrotorua.co.nz and click on the View Latest City News link. Or to view what's on in our city, click on the Upcoming Events link. Still to come in tonight's program, Reverend Alex Chawonka tells us about the need for a homeless shelter, food bank struggle in Whakatane, and a heartfelt plea from loving sisters trying to help their brother.